Mm, That's crazy. Mm.
I'm about to send this link to you.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you can share it on Facebook and stuff. Let me know when you share that link. I'm gonna like it. Then we gonna get started.
I just shared it.
All right, bet.
Cool beans. Let me see.
What's going on, y'all? Crested Wiz, Black Collar King, man. We back, we back, man. My bad, my bad, my bad. I know. Man, life's just been crazy, man. But like I said, bro, we back for my second little series installment, you know what I'm saying? Forex and Finesse. I did my first one with Rosil, Lady Singer Phillips, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go check that out, you know what I'm saying? It's on the page, you know what I'm talking about. So right now, bro, we're about to introduce y'all, you know what I'm saying, to the guy who actually put me on to this money making industry, bro. Like, I mean, it's crazy. It's him and Ryan DeFreitas, man. Shouts out to him. I would definitely want to get him on the show, bro.
Definitely.
Them the two guys that I found on the internet back in 2014, 15. They were like, bro, you want to make some money? And I was like, yeah. So they put me on, man. So without further ado, man, I'm gonna let the man Corey Collier, Wallis Feragamo, man, introduce yourself, bro. Welcome
Hey,
to the show, brother.
welcome. Well, appreciate that, man. That introduction. I'm glad to be here. Um, like you said, man. Let's just a little bit about myself. Got Mike started back in 2014 in day trading or in the forex industry. Um, I currently have been in the industry approaching 8 years now. Um, Back then in 2014, I started my journey back in 2011 with binary options, and then moved on over into the forex industry. Because I just I'm nothing against binary options or anything like that, but I just feel like I felt that I had more control over my trades and stuff like that. Messing around with forex. As far as like my stop loss, there's no expiries or anything like that. You can just set, forget, let it ride, and go on about your day. You're not really tied up into the charts, nothing like that all day, for real, for real. So that's why, I went the forex route. So, but not knocking I'm not knocking binary options or anything like that. But yeah, man. Again, shout out to Ryan DeFreitas as well. He's another guy that kind of, I guess we tag teamed a lot back then. I had started a company called War Three Associates, man. I mean, this
That's
was
out.
back, yeah. Shout out to W3A, man. It's this was back in 2013, midsummer, early fall. Myself, a couple of other people, Ryan, the Fretes, and Garrett Roberts, a few other people, started or helped me run Ward Three Associates, which was I wanted that platform to basically be that platform that people could come and learn and be introduced to, the Forex industry, whether they stayed there for the longevity or whether they broke off and did their own thing or whether they, you know, got what they needed to learn from there and they moved on in their journey. Um, I've always told people I'm forever a student of the game. There's pretty much like no amount of, I guess, money that you can really put or invest into yourself and knowledge of learning what it is that you truly want to do. If you really think about it, a carpenter, how much money do you think they invest into their tools just to be able to do their trade properly? You know what I'm saying? So over the years, I've invested to since 2014, I've invested a lot of money in just different courses, different books, different websites, different resources, just to hone my craft and my skill set myself. Um, I will say that do not approach this as like a get rich quick scheme. It's nothing like that because it's going to honestly take you yourself to level up mentally in order for you to have the success that you want to see in this industry, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not to say or to shy you away from it, but that's just being real candid and realistic about it. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit about my background. Back in 2013, 2014, when Ward 3 Associates was popping, you know what I'm saying? Like we were, I was making a lot of money. Me, Garrett,
Yeah.
Ryan, everybody was making a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
Um, I was doing webinars called, nocturnal sessions, calling out trades, you know what I'm saying, helping people win, double, triple their accounts, just all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But some things were going on behind the scene at that time where the person that I was back then mentally just wasn't able to handle a lot of the stuff that went down.
Yeah.
For instance, like the first big loss in my life, as far as money wise, was when Forex Broker Inc. had locked mine and Garrett's account up. And we had about
Whew.
we had about 40, 43, 44,000, bro, in his account in the broker, bro. And they locked this up for some stuff we had no clue was even happening. Like it was behind the scene type stuff, right? Yeah. So that was
Yo.
the first big L. Yeah, that's the first big L that I took. And this was 2013, early in my trade career, right? Like I wasn't working. I didn't really have no plan B. Everything was shit. Everything was on the up and up, right? I didn't I
Yeah.
didn't see me ever really falling, basically, right? So that was my first big L. But we bounced back from that. You know what I'm saying? Me and Garrett and everybody bounced back from that. After that happened, there was a lot of stuff that was going on with the merchant we was using. At this time, I was paying out, I believe, like 100% referral just for people, just bringing people to this group, bro. Like, I
Yeah.
wasn't making no
Yeah.
money off of no referrals or nothing like that, bro. I was giving everybody like
Right.
100%, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that stuff went down and everything like that. So in the midst of me trying to pretty much run this group, manage my team, get merchants in place and all this other stuff, bro. Like that was a lot for my mind at the moment to do because at that point in my life, I wasn't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
a quote out there that basically says each new level you wanna reach is going to require a new you,
Yeah.
right? And that new you doesn't necessarily mean a physical new you, but it's going to challenge you and require a new mental process from you
Yes,
in order to
sir.
reach that level.
Yes,
And
sir.
at that time, I didn't have that and didn't understand that, bro. So, long story short, um, we booked 100 rooms at the Hilton Cabana, bro, in Miami on Ocean Drive or whatever, bro. This
Dude, I
was
remember those posts
you
of
remember
y'all
this?
making the group was laying like, hey, bro, we about to put
Oh
this
man,
amount of money down.
yo, listen. So okay, so remember I started planning that out at January of 2014. That's when I
Yeah.
started planning. It was supposed to be in July of 2014, right? All right, cool. So with this blockage of rooms, there's a performance contract that the hotel puts you under, basically. Like they want to make sure that, hey, if we're gonna reserve these kind of rooms, give you the special rate, there's a minimum amount that has to be met pretty much. It's called a damage and performance fee.
Mm.
That performance fee alone was another 46,000. Okay.
Ooh.
So keep in mind the whole contract was for like 73 something. Okay. So basically it had to cover a minimum of $43,000. And then they were just going to foot the rest of the bill if all the rooms weren't filled up. Um, this trip, bro, I don't know if you remember how we planned it, bro. We had a yacht, jet skis, a whole event room, like you name it. My homegirl Nicole is who actually was helping me plan it out and everything like that, and she was dealing a lot with the hotel and the back and forth with it. So,
Right.
um, but yeah, so that pretty much fell through. Nobody was booking their rooms, bro. I was like, what in the world? What's going on? I was pretty sure that I 6 months was more than enough time for people, to if they really want to go to Miami and all that stuff and meet up and meet and greet, hey, 6 months is plenty enough time. Let's get it. But that fell through, so I ended up, paying for that again. So that's
Ooh.
yeah. So you thinking about 43 something lost locked up in an account that I can never touch. It's still locked up in the Forex broker Inc. to this day. I don't even know if they're even open anymore, right? So
Right.
that's later part of 2013 wintertime, right?
Right.
This happens summertime of 2014 type stuff, bro, right? So you're talking about, let's say, in a ballpark of 85 to 90,000 lost.
Ooh.
Bro, I have no job, no nothing, no job, no nothing, right? So again, picture me, bro. I'm in my at this time, bro. I'm in my what mid to late 20s. I'm still a for real a young man at this time. You know what I'm saying? Like no mentor in none of this stuff, bro. No mentor in none of this stuff. Just trying to basically roll with the punches.
Right.
So that loss, that weighs on you. Like it's like, dang, like am I really gonna keep taking this loss? And honestly, this is where a lot of people make or break it when it comes to, being in business for themselves and stuff like that, because they don't understand that, this stuff's not all, shits and giggles. It's not all glitz and glamours, bro. You're going to take loss. And if you can't handle that, it's going to be very detrimental to your health.
Yeah.
So those two losses right there kicked off a long depression, bro. And when I'm talking about long, I'm talking about years. So we're in 2015 now. Okay, so fast forward from that loss of the Ocean of the Ocean Boulevard Hilton Hotel, right? So fast forward to, let's say, what, summer of 2015.
Yeah.
Um, Shoot, I still ended up going to Miami with Garrett, Moises, a few other dudes. You know what I'm saying? We ended up going down there and having a little ball or whatever. It was fun as hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shot a couple of videos, took some pictures, all kind of stuff, bro. We stayed down there for like a week and everything like that, and it's pretty much like balled out. And that was a good time for me because that was like honestly like the first thing that I really got to pretty much like spend my Forex money on, bro, because I kept taking losses, right? So I
Bruh.
have to look, put money back up, get this back together, straighten that out. But along that, I'm sitting here battling my whole mindset the whole time, bro. And it got me into a depression from 2015 all the way to man 2019.
Ooh.
Yeah, 2019. So, in between this time, bro, I quit trading for a period of probably about a year.
Yeah.
I went back to, working a 9 to 5. I wasn't holding my jobs down because they just weren't paying me what I was used to making.
Right.
Bro, I mean, shoot, I mean, to this day, like I can't really hold a normal 9 to 5, bro. Like my child
Yeah.
support alone is $800 a month. Like, yo,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta be in business for myself, basically, if I'm gonna be out here. I gotta hustle. So, I'm in business for myself. So, through all of this, bro, not holding a job, not really making too much money, all this stuff, bro. I'm sitting here battling this depression, which kept me on the bench from trading for a long, long time. And
Hmm.
it got so bad that bro, like, I I was gonna, take my own life, bro. I'm gonna keep it all 100, bro. Like I was gonna commit suicide, bro. Like I had like 2 or 3 different plans, man. It was on, let me see. It was on, I believe it was a December day. I want to say December 19th is when I was selling cars at the time, bro. It was a slow moment because it was winter, stuff like that. People were getting up for the tax. So it was slow, but
Yeah.
slow moment in the car field. I wasn't really making too much. Everything was still weighing on me. I'm having, relationship issues, all kinds of stuff, bro. But everything
Yeah.
was stemming from me pretty much not making enough bread at the time, bro. So it was
Right.
like, what I'm saying? So it's just like, damn, what do you really do? If I went out there in the field and hustled, which is the old me, if I went out there, sold some pounds and shit like that, then, my lady at the time, she wasn't feeling that, which I can understand that too, but I gotta get some money somehow. So
Right.
basically, what ended up happening was I ended up walking to this freaking this mental health clinic like 2-3 blocks away because I'm at work, bro. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm basically have a whole meltdown, right? I have a whole meltdown, bro. Middle of work,
Right.
middle of the day. So I ended up walking to this mental health clinic, basically trying to get help. And that pretty much from there, the type of clinic it was it dealt with like addiction and drugs and stuff like that. So they couldn't really like treat me or hold me or anything like that. They ended up calling the ambulance, which took me to a hospital. So I went to a hospital, got checked in and stuff like that. They talked to me a little bit and gave me some information to get, like therapy and treatment, stuff like that. So I ended up getting
Right.
therapy for like, I don't know, like 6 months or something like that, which was good. Don't get me wrong, but it was like basic level therapy. Like I didn't really feel a connection with my therapist or anything like that. So I did it for a while. Where you want to go? To the gas station to get water. To right. So I didn't feel like a connection with like my therapist or nothing like that. So I ended up, I finished that little program out, and then I ended up I'm still looking for like a deeper type of therapist, right? To the
Yeah.
left of
Yeah.
me, just so that way I can, get back together and stuff like that. Like I'm healthy right now. I'm good right now. I'm in a much better place financially, mentally, all that good stuff. Um, and a lot of the stuff, honestly, started to bud and pop off at the latter part of 2020. Um, that was like my first year anniversary of me trying to commit suicide and all this and all that good stuff too. So
Yeah,
it
man.
kind of like, I hit that rock bottom, went and got therapy, got my mental right, and got back at it. Like I didn't really give up on myself or anything like that too much more. And now I meditate, I do all kind of stuff just to make sure that my mental is gonna be straight and that I'm just mentally sound for whatever that's gonna pop up at me pretty much. So now where I'm at now from there in a short amount of time, honestly, like shoot. I mean, I'm kind of up. I mean, like between last year and now, I've already made double what I was making pretty much from last year to the right. Um, yeah, started my trucking company, got a truck that I'm probably gonna pick up in like 2-3 weeks. Got about 2-3 drivers that I plan on hiring within the next, I'd say 2-3 months once they get through CDL classes and all that good stuff. So I'm an owner operator, which is a big help. Not only that, like I got my trading back though. Like that's what really kicked off a lot of this was me trading because I took those profits and I
Exactly.
invested in stuff. You know what I'm saying? I
Exactly.
got back to me and what I really wanted to do at the end of the day, and that's what really mattered. It's just my
Exactly.
passion for trading and just trying to help people and turn people onto the industry, pretty much.
Yeah, man. Dude, bro, that's a man. That was beautiful, brother. Yeah, like for real, bro. Like, cause bro, I have a counselor slash therapist
Yeah,
and like a life coach. You know what I'm saying?
all
So
that, bro.
I definitely, bro. Even when I lost my little 175 that I made off of 25
Yeah,
with the Forex broker account. You know what I'm saying? Just
yeah,
looking at your account while you're driving and you just see like $2 is a change. Just like, oh man. You know what I'm
oh, no
saying? Like
doubt, man.
even that stuff will have you depressed knowing how much money you can make,
Promise you,
man. You know what I'm saying? So bro, that's man, that's crazy, bro. I definitely appreciate you sharing that with us, bro.
right?
So man,
I mean, and honestly, man, that they say that about 88% of the people who attempt this industry fail, and
Yeah,
to keep it all be real, the reason why they fail is because they give up early. Like they can't really take the loss of money like that, bro.
bruh.
And then
Cause
honestly, if they
even
just go ahead,
because
what?
even when I first like I said, when I first did that, man, like not only the losing that, but bro, I was going through my divorce, and like you said, I just
Yeah,
sat on the bench. I was just like,
sat on the
man,
bench, bro.
yeah, it's like I ain't want to do nothing. When you get depressed,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to do nothing but get undepressed. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? Like
man, but
it's
see,
it's
but
so
here's the thing
crazy.
though. So there's several different types of depression though, which is something that I myself didn't even understand. So like
Mhm.
I wasn't the type of you can go straight over the door right here, but I wasn't the type of depression to be like down and out or anything like that. I
Yeah.
was the depression where I kept myself busy. Like it was like hyper
Mm.
focus is what they call it.
Yeah.
And you just keep yourself so damn busy, you don't really have time to deal with anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like you let the problems pile up while you try to continue to grind and make something happen. And that still, even though you working and stuff like that, trying to get, you're not really productive because you still got all that on your soul, on your mind, in the back of your head and stuff like that. That you're trying to still find a place to compartmentalize it, basically. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you can't do it. You really can't do it.
Yeah. Right,
So
bro. Like, man, bro, that's some real stuff, bro. So, man, let's go back a little bit to 2014, I think 15, man, because
yeah,
during the time, for those you know what I'm saying who don't know, man, during the time, Swiss banks had closed, and me, Wallace, and like a whole group of people, like we were just up. I don't even know what we were doing. I don't know what we were doing. Google Hangout or something like that. But we were just all in a group, just like you're saying, the nocturnal sessions in there, just waiting on trades, and we just saw that Swiss franc just like drop to the downside all the way. I think it was franc versus USD. And we
yep.
just saw that mug just drop, 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 drop. And I couldn't take out my money in time because it was a stop out. And I didn't know what a stop out was. And so I had to go from my phone and go to my laptop and close my trade from the desktop. You know what I'm saying? And I was like,
Right.
man. And by the time I had did that, I had lost a whole lot of profit, even though I made some, before it had
Right.
came back up and retraced. And I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I saw right then and there, I saw how lucrative this industry could be to the everyday person, but how like how such a drastic move, how such volatile up or down of money can like change you instantly. And you know what I'm
Oh
saying,
man.
can have you in your feelings like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
during
exactly.
that, did you make money off of that move? And if you did that money go into some of that money that was either lost in the trip or in the brokerage itself?
No, actually, I didn't make money off of that particular move. We were actually on a webinar when we were speculating. It was USDCHF because we were looking at it, watching it. We were waiting for something to happen. I can't remember for sure, but when that joint dropped like that, we were like, "Yo,
Yeah,
what in the world is going on?" This was this was a crazy time in the market, bro. So it
bro.
was at that. So what really the whole behind the scene move behind that was something happened with a broker which was trying to manipulate it, and the FXCM got hit with some big old fines. They're not the ones who tried to manipulate it, but they got hit with some big old fines because there were people who cashed out on that drop and they couldn't pay them all out. Now, under
Oh yeah.
regulation, if you're you got to be able to pay people out. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they got hit with some fines and stuff like that, and I think they honestly had to quit trading or quit allowing people to register with the brokerage for a period of
Yeah.
a few months before they were back online. And so, but yeah, man, that move was freaking crazy. I wish I would have caught it though. We were definitely speculating on something on that pair when we seen it
Yeah,
happen,
man. Yeah,
and that
man.
was
Yeah, yeah.
wild, man. This was
Yeah,
back
it
when
definitely was.
Bitcoin Bitcoin, bro, was like $500-600 type stuff.
Right, bro. I didn't even know what a Bitcoin was at that time. And I had just got turned on to the market, man. I wish I did though.
Yeah. I remember vaguely speaking about Bitcoin on a couple of the webinars. At that time, I myself, it was so early into it, I myself wasn't even a believer of it. Um,
Yeah.
I did have some coins up in it, not like a lot or anything like that, but I did have like a little bit of Bitcoin back then. But I cashed out on it super early. When my speculation was a little bit above 1300. That thing, man. Once I sold my coins around that point, man, that thing went down just a little bit and shot back up to 20. I was so angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now look, there's a few different cryptocurrencies out there now that man, it's they're less than a fraction of a penny right now. And then I got a dude, shout out to my man Quo Terry. Man, he just cashed out on some crypto a little bit. Man, I wish I would have caught that move. He told me about it a little bit late, but crypto is looking like it's a new wave, man. It's where it's at
Yeah,
right
bro. It
now.
was probably that XRP move, man. Cause that XRP, it's at like it's ranging from like I think $1, $5 and like 90 cents. And I saw
I
some of
think
that
he's still
move,
waiting
caught
for
some
some
of that
stuff.
move, lost
Yeah.
some of that move, man. It was crazy, bro. Like, so yeah, XRP is up. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
at a
So
dollar. It's at $1.07.
yeah, it's gonna boom. I think once it gets done with all this court and legal stuff. So,
Yeah, because it started booming like 2 days ago. Like over the weekend, it started
yeah,
booming.
really,
Like man, yeah, and then it started pushing to $1. I was like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
man.
bro, that's the
I haven't.
wave, bro. Like especially XRP and these ones that like you said, that are a fraction of a penny and stuff like that, man.
Yeah,
Like I listened to a guy named Digital Perspective. Shouts out to him on YouTube, man. I listen to him a lot, and he's always pretty much from what I've seen, he's pretty much been spot on with his speculations with XRP specifically, and just crypto news in general, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
really.
man, you know what? I wanna talk to you about the MLMs, bro, because I remember when you and Ryan, when y'all first did it, man, when y'all came to me with the idea, it was just like,
Oh
look,
yeah.
we got this, that, and the third for $100 flat, and we're gonna teach
Yeah.
you. You know what I'm saying? And so y'all had that model for a while, and it was great because y'all got folks, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And things like that, man. And I remember seeing other people rise up on the Facebook Forex space, you know what I'm saying? And then going to the title of the series, the Forex and Finesse, you know what I'm saying? It kind of got weird to where you knew who was really trying to tell you about the business or who was just trying to finesse you so they could get rid of
They can come up a little
their
bit, huh?
$250 a month thing. You know what I'm saying? And before
Right.
I even saw that, I saw the like the genesis of it. I remember when I think even Ryan, he met the guy that started IML Academy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I think you guys were like heavy in that. So can you tell me the being one of the pioneers of like the Forex MLM model? Because actually my ex-wife turned me on to y'all because she was trying to do MCA or something like that. So that
Oh
model
yeah, I
was
remember
already
MCA.
there, but then it transferred to the foreign Forex industry. So can you tell us what happened? What did you see in that time between the platform that you and Ryan started into what you see IML and all these different extensions of that today?
Man, honestly, first of all, shout out to all them boys in IML right now. Especially my man Garrett Roberts. Like I say, he's always been a day one.
Yeah, I
Um,
remember him.
always been a day one, bro. Honestly, what I saw in that model, bro, is something that I attempted to do personally with 4-3 Associates. Like I said, like I wanted my platform to be like the introduction or basically to get the word about, day trading out there to the culture pretty much, like to everybody we could possibly turn on. Just for the simple fact that, I mean, I was ahead of my time if we really look at it. I mean, not
Yeah.
necessarily like trying to, be boisterous or overconfident or anything like that. But I mean, look at everything right now as far as like COVID. Everybody's on Webull. Everybody's on Robinhood now, right? Everybody's trying to get into the day trading game. But this was something I was trying to turn people on back in 2013 type stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's just like
Exactly.
it's a crazy type of feeling. But my whole vision back then when I started Ward 3 was, to train people up as leaders so that way they can come out here and do their own thing pretty much. So I had no issue with, sharing the knowledge with whoever, because that's what I wanted to do was, each one teach one pretty much type of situation. Like I'm gonna take you, I'm gonna give you to the water pretty much, and I can't force you to drink. You got to put some work in and honestly sit down and learn the shit. But outside of that, I'm gonna get you as far as I can, and that's what I tried to do. Like I tried to provide as much resources that had taught me at the time, along with my strategy Luciano at the time, to whoever. And so we ended up who I think it was a shout out to my man Travis Walton again too. He ended up running to Christopher Terry, I believe, in New York. Him, Travis, Ryan, and Gary got together on a call, and was like, "Yo, I see what you guys are doing." Because at this time, I didn't know anything about Christopher Terry, but he was, low key in War 3 Associates, just lurking behind the scenes, watching how I was trying to operate, do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty cool. Um,
Right.
yeah, I know, right? So, they met with them on a little webinar and a hangout. Hold on real quick.
Yep. Yep. And while we're on hold, bro, I appreciate everybody that's here right now, man. If y'all want any information about anything that you guys are hearing right now, hit me up, hit Wallace up. You know what I'm saying?
All
And
right, I'm back.
we
I'm
gonna
back.
get you right.
Yeah, no doubt. Back to what I was saying. Garrett, Travis, Ryan, I believe another couple of fellas had Brian and Caesar. We had all met with Christopher Turner like a little webinar. This was in 2014. After I had taken my L's and stuff like that, and still right. So I had glimpse and glimmers of opportunity in front of me pretty much. So we spoke with Christopher Terry. He brought the idea of helping him build his company pretty much, which was great because he had some stuff in place that I needed to get in place. He had everything basically that I needed or wanted to do with Work Associates pretty much.
Right.
So it was only logical for me to make that move. And then plus my team was already on board too, who I was already working closely with as well. Like, bro, it was a perfect fit.
Right.
So we launched that for a little bit. I was one of the master traders at that time of 2014 on there for a little bit, all kind of stuff before the company started to, go through its growing pains. As I like to call every new company goes through its growing pains, of course, with the
Right.
regulations, finding the new merchant and all that good stuff. But again, me at the time, not being in the right mental capacity to understand, how everything works. Like I was never really a network marketer because I created War 3 Associates after Wake Up Now had pretty much like collapsed. Like I had joined the Gary and Wake Up Now or Autumn and Wake Up Now like a month before it collapsed, but I never really did much with it. So when
Right.
that collapsed, I was with, I had my company War 3 Associates, but I like the idea of MLM because of if you're familiar with the insurance industry at all, you know that it kind of operates on an MLM level itself as well. People don't really get that. So you have a product in the insurance industry that you sell, and then you have a team that you can build as well. Once you build your team, that's where you get your overrides and stuff as well. It goes down so many levels. People don't really get that. So MLM is not just network marketing; it's honestly in the insurance industry itself too. So that's why I kind of like the model too, and people don't really believe in it. Not just like I don't have time to explain all that, but so Christopher Terry's model was dope. The payout and everything like that was dope, and the products and services that he had planned and his vision aligned with what I wanted to do. But at that time, like I said, when the growing pains happened, I kind of shied away from it. I was making residually at the time. At the time of all this, I was making, I was a platinum 5,000 in the company. I was making 5,000 a month residual.
Wow.
That I just let pretty much, just fall and fumble because I just, again, inexperienced in the whole industry, not knowing what the heck was going on, just for sure, and didn't buy into the whole vision and like that. So I fun with my bag right there too. Whereas Garrett Roberts, who's now like a chairman 250 or something like that, like he's getting paid, right? That's my name right there. And
Right.
so him, a lot of other people, that him and a lot of other people pretty much that, got their start or learned about day trading prior to IML and stuff like that, whether it was from my company or from them having some type of binary option background or whatever. Like, a lot of them are still up in IML doing their thing. It's a funny story though, because I had been into Emory Holmes actually out in Los Angeles when I was out there a few weeks ago. Shout out to him too. It's pretty dope. I think he's a chairman 250 himself too. So these are all the same guys that that pretty much started back in 2014 with IML and just stayed out, stuck it out like I should have, honestly. But it happens.
Yeah, bro. That's what's up, man. Cause
happens,
I bet that was crazy because I know even for me, just on the outside looking in, seeing how much it changed, and then me wanting somebody, I was like, man, I like because the online was cool, but after I had got bummed out from being having a stopped account, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I think I need somebody to like in person to teach me or whatever. But then I was looking around in Huntsville and I just saw folks that was really just like recruiting, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, man, so what I did was I was just like, man, you know what? Let me go back. Let me just go back to the Ward 3 Associates YouTube page. And that's exactly what I did. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Still like to the point where I don't think I'll ever lose like a Euro USD trade. Like ever again. For real.
Straight up.
Like just because I just know what it is, just from like the market maker method, the Luciano theory, you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff. Like even
mention that.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Even all of that stuff still
do you remember the beef
translated.
I had with Steve Morrow?
Yes. I remember that, bro.
So the story behind that was when I had so let me take you back to the beginning stages of my strategy and to where it started to where it is now. It started with Luciano, which was a simple moving average crossover theory. Follow a couple moving averages. If this is above this one, buy. If this one's below this one, pretty much look for sales and stuff like that. And as time progressed, I added different steps to it, and there was 4 videos that I shared from his market making method, which he tried to hop in my inbox and start all kind of drama about, bro. And I was like, yo, wait a minute. First of all, I paid for your course. Because I stupidly paid for your course, not even knowing that it was online like that. First of all, you know what I'm saying? That was my first mistake. And then, so he was all up in my inbox, stuff like that. And I shared them in my 4-3 Associates group so people could have extra resources. Like I said, I gave people the exact resources that I was using pretty much, you know what I'm saying, that I had learned from. Because like I said, I don't have a true mentor in this game. Like I've always been self-taught. There's nobody that I could go to and ask, yo, what is this? How do you do this? It's just always me, buying different courses, going through the videos, and just trying to apply what I thought would help benefit my strategy, whatever. So 2013, 2014 was Luciano, 7 moving averages, and it progressed into the Sherpa method, which is what I use currently, which is, I would say, 1 moving average, the MACD indicator, and the RSI indicator. Mm-hmm. And right now, it's a how many days is this course? It's about a 12-day course right now with about 24 hours worth of video content and readable material that I've released in two courses, a beginner course and a intermediate course. The beginner's course, 6 days. The intermediate course right now stands at another course. It's going to be another 6 days, but it currently stands at 5. And it's focused on price action methods, basically, with a different type of look on the time frames themselves, which I like to call it as a time frame correlation.
And it uses something called a triple screen, which basically, if you just follow these steps that I've laid it out, it basically takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. So basically, if one chart is doing this, your next chart should be doing this. If that next chart's not doing this, you're either going to set in your hands or wait that trade out. But if it's doing what you need it to do, you're going to either buy or sell. So it's that type of system. It's that type of system. It's a manual trade system that teaches both technical and fundamental analysis as well. So it's a pretty dope system. And then along with that, I've got a EA system that I use called Arrow too. So, but that's on another story.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna make sure you send me links to that, bro, so I can definitely put these in the description for the people, man. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely, because I need that because I've been lone wolfing it. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So I definitely need that.
I gotta add you to my small group right now. So I still do teach people. I'm working with about 20 people.
Well, that's what's up, brother, man. Yeah, put me in, bro, because like I said, I just been trading XRP and Euro USD. That's the only two pairs I've been worried about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to build. You know what I'm saying?
Right now in a small group setting, just trying to. So far, having pretty good success. I get kind of sending me a screenshot. Exactly. I mean, I really just want to protect the industry. I'm gonna give you my course, and I'm not only going to give you my course, but I'm going to walk you through it. Kind of hold your hand a little bit. You get pretty much free access to me. There's no upcharge for no one-on-one time, nothing like that. It's just like, you need that help. Reach out to me. We try to schedule something. But that's just me, man. I've always been that dude to like give extra, I guess. I know a lot of people have to be charging extra for like, the one-on-one sessions and stuff like that, which I could. I'm not even gonna lie, but I just don't see it right now.
Yeah, bro. And man, I appreciate you, bro, because like I always, you know what I'm saying, I always appreciated that about you, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like, because you didn't surround yourself with, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of folks that didn't want to work, you know what I'm saying? People that just didn't give you their $100 and was just like, well, shit, no, you know what I'm saying? Some folks did do that, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I know, you know what I'm saying, for me and most of the folks that stuck with it, that $100 definitely paid off because that's something, because the foreign exchange market ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And especially like you said, you're ahead of your time. This is something that we can teach our children. You know what I'm saying? If we don't teach nobody else, if don't nobody else know about it, you know what I'm saying? Something we can teach our children, man. And it's so important, bro, that we can get our community on something like this, bro. Because I mean, it's that crazy. It's that crazy to where you can still keep your 9 to 5 if you just want to be safe. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I understand. So I always try to keep it practical for people. Like people join this industry, they think that, you got to start with like a big amount or you have to like make thousands upon thousands a day and stuff like that. When realistically, like that's not starting out. That's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? So like I usually tell people that, starting out, put you up $500 to $1,000 into an account. And this is after you feel confident enough to go live. So after you practice on your demo account, stuff like that. Like put you up, $500 to $1,000, or whatever you feel comfortable with. But I still recommend a small amount because I always tell people that you're gonna lose that first account, only because there's a whole nother dynamic that you haven't mastered from in the practice realm that comes with the real realm, and that's your emotions and stuff. Like anybody can trade all day, bro, on the demo accounts. But when it comes to, like using that real money, it's like people second guess, they start to doubt themselves. And this is when you first starting out. And then if you are confident enough, you do understand it, you become greedy. And honestly, greed is what I struggle with the most, is greed, honestly. Like I do a lot of this shit. But it popped me a lot too because I was over trading. But mastering your emotions and your whole mental, like I said earlier in the meeting, was that, you want to go to that next level, every new level is going to require a new you. And that new you is not going to be physical, it's going to be a new mentally. And so I had to go to a new level mentally. And that's when, I started to focus on more of personal development, not even on the money side of things, just like personal development. Like, how could I be better? How could I be more efficient? How could I do this and that differently? And then not only that, like I started training myself years ago on you know, on controlling my emotions by just reacting differently in everyday situations. For instance, like say if like my dog would have pissed on the floor or something like that, I'm slow to anger now, whereas I might have been a little bit, quick like dang, why you do this? And right to the dog like he did something wrong or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm super, super left brain now. A lot of left brain people are super logical and they process stuff very differently from a right brain person. If you're more right brain, you're more artsy and crafty, more emotional. Whereas now, I don't think I've always been left brain, but I've pretty much like been training myself to just be logical in any and every situation, regardless if it's like a relationship or business. Because what that does is that transpires to how I trade on the charts. It allows me to, approach the charts like a robot, pretty much, like not even with no emotions. I'm just, hey, I've got my proper risk management. I've got my stop loss. I've got my take profit. Like my system is a set and forget. I look at the time. I look at the charts between about 10 and midnight on I guess what, most days, Tuesday through Thursdays, Monday through Thursdays, and then I'll put a trade in or I'll set a pending order. Then I'll go to sleep, and then I'll let that order either activate by price or I'll market execute. And then, like I said, I'll go to sleep, bro. Like there's no emotion to it at all for me. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's just money. I've lost it all, and now I'm on the come up now, so I know that I can really, gain it back. It's not a thing anymore. So that's really how you got to be in this industry if you really want to be some type of confident and consistent trader. You really have to trade without emotion.
Yep, trade objectively. Trade highly objectively, man, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm learning too. It's like when the money starts getting high, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when it's just like, oh snap, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's gonna go up some more. Then your account blows.
Man. You gotta think about it, bro. Like I said, it's not a get rich quick industry, but
right.
You can make some money like hella quick. And then like not only that, it's just like now that you've made it, you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
And when you lose that, it's like, dang, you feel like the complete opposite. And it's a
Exactly.
whole roller coaster ride. And people already are going through so much in their life mentally that's just like an added stress. And I always tell people that like the two most important things that people really worry about in their life is their finances and their health.
Yep.
And outside of that, like if one of those two is wrong, bro, like people go crazy over that stuff. Just really think about it. And honestly, most times than not, I say people put their finances above their health. Let's just really think about it.
Yep.
So it's just like, people, it's a whole different type of ball game, man. Like it really takes, I ain't even gonna say a special type of person, but it really takes a type of person to really, make it in this industry and honestly want it, because it comes with its ups and downs. Like you're gonna lose. Like not every day is a winning day for me. Like there's days that I lose. You know what I'm saying? Like there's weeks that I lose.
Right.
And you can't let that get to you. I mean, honestly, because it's just like it's a game of averages. I would say the way we have the strategy and stuff like that set up nowadays is like, you can pretty much be almost a 50% trader and still be net profitable as long as the risk management is proper. Because the trades that we're taking, they're always 1 to 2 risk reward. So we're doubling up on every trade, or we're attempting to double up on every trade, whatever we're risking. More times than not, like the strategy I'm teaching, depending on how you use it and stuff like that, like I think I'm at about 67 to 68% accuracy with it. And I just be out here, just trading and going to sleep for real. Like I said, forget, bro. Like, what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna give you no BS or like that. Be like, oh no, I'm like 99% accurate and all this. Nah, bro, this is real life stuff right here, bro. Like it's about 67, 68% accurate for me personally. I know people who use it and do way better than I do. It's crazy. Because like I said, like this is an individual sport. I always tell people that too. Like this is an individual sport. It's basically you, your psychology, and the markets. Outside
Yep.
of that, it's you can take signals, you can take alerts and stuff like that, but it's still going to be your mental and your psychology against the market. Because even with those signals and stuff, you still going to second guess and doubt them.
Yeah, especially when that joint start going against you either way.
Oh man, I
And
promise
then
you.
you ain't got enough margin to handle
Yeah, you over
that little
leverage.
push down or up, you know what I'm saying? Yo,
Definitely over
man.
leverage.
Yeah, man. That is crazy, bro. So okay, so man, okay. So after doing the MLM, doing the job, man, because I remember I think probably about 2016, 17, I think we tried to start up again.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then even for me, like I started taking the notes, but I ain't go no further. I don't know what it
yeah.
was, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh man, it was so in 2017. Yeah, restart it, revamp War 3 again. You know, get back out there. I felt confident myself, but again, I probably still wasn't even in the right mental space. But my strategy was way different from Luciano at that time. Like it wasn't even fully sharp for them. Um, it's crazy. It was still a pretty good, dope strategy. You know, I just had it laid out, I think, in an awkward type of way, where people, I guess, weren't fully engaged into the trading material. Whereas now, it's like, oh man, when the website and everything I think is done, it's coming pretty dope. It's just how I have it laid out as far as like, you know, the step by step. It's something that you can print out, put in your little trade station, hang up above your computer, whatever, and then literally just as long as you follow the steps, bro, like you'll be all right. Like just don't sway too far from the steps because it's that type of system. And it's and I always tell people as well, like my system isn't anything that I would say too original. Like it's just different knowledge and stuff like that that I've combined over the years. Like I said, I'm 8 years deep in this now. Um, that I've combined into and evolved my same strategy that was Luciano. I've just evolved it. I haven't gone away with it. I just evolved it. And that's what's supposed to happen as you grow as a trader. Your whole strategy, stuff like that, evolves to you personally. So um, trying to transpire that into a duplicatable format over the years that's probably been the biggest challenge, honestly.
yeah.
And right now, I'm confident enough right now to say that honestly, like I don't think there's anything left technically on the charts that I would put out or that I would learn to teach people. It would be more focused on like the fundamentals and the macroeconomic side of everything that I would teach people, and that's probably the biggest difference in my strategy now than what it used to be is the fundamental side of it. Because I kind of go give you like a little crash course on macroeconomics.
Nice. Cause there's this guy named Cleveland. Shouts out to him. He's on Cleveland Bishop. He's on my Facebook. I've known him for a while. He used to be with Top Trader, and he was always on fundamentals. And I was
Yeah,
trying to get in their group, you know what I'm saying? But that was a rack to get in, but it was that one-time fee, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So, but I see him doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to him. It's cool to
no
see all
doubt.
these people back from 2013, 14, you know what I'm saying, doing either the same thing or doing an extension of whatever that they're doing. And Forex was that incubator to do that, man. And I'm trying to do the same thing, you know what I'm saying? I gotta invest some more money, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's the whole game, you know what I'm saying?
I
I
know it.
think that's what separates us, you know what I'm saying, from your average person that'll just give up because yeah, we did sit on the bench for a little bit, but we just
Yeah.
didn't say, you know what, yeah, no. Especially now with this new money matrix, with this cryptocurrencies and stuff like
Oh
that,
man.
bro. Like it's crazy, man. Like I said, I only trade XRP and USD. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, you
and
don't really
euro.
need to trade a lot of stuff, man, to really
Exactly, man.
make a
You
lot
need
of
to
money in
find
this stuff, bro.
one or two pairs. Like somebody, I think it was Forex Prince on my Facebook page. Shouts out to
Yeah,
him. You know what I'm saying? One or two pairs. You
that's
in
all it
there?
takes, bro.
That
And I teach people that too. Like, you know, when you're first starting out, you know, get you 3 to 5 pairs and focus on those pairs because each pair has its own behavior and how it likes to move and stuff like that, right? So you begin to pick up on these tendencies, and that therefore boosts your confidence and boosts your win ratio in these trades because you know how to react in certain situations because you understand that currency. And if you're out here trading just like a million things at once, you're not going to pick up on all that so quickly as you would if you just focus on a few and then slowly grow your portfolio that way.
Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. Because even I think back then I was just focused on I like the yen dollar. Because like the Asian session was like at 6 something Central Time, you know what I'm saying? So I could be up and see that stuff or whatever. And I was still rocking the Euro USD because of those nocturnal sessions that we'd have. And I'd always be up for London session. And you know, New York's just a given just because we up. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, hey.
Yeah.
You know, but man, I think what I like about it the most was just the fact that it was the camaraderie, you know what I'm saying? Just like a whole bunch of folks just coming together, getting money, you know what I'm saying? And then having fun and knowing that the whole goal, the whole underlying and bottom line was generational wealth, teaching the skill to pay the bills, you know, all the little hashtaggy cliches, you know what I'm saying? But people actually really live in that, bro. And I'm real appreciative of being brought into it, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I want to bring more people into it because it's really up for the taking because can't nobody tell you no that you can't get in on this like $6 trillion liquid a day moving market. Like it don't make no sense.
It's crazy. So, I mean, man, it's crazy because like you said, like you really, it doesn't, as I said earlier, it doesn't take a lot to get started in here. And I'm glad that there is that camaraderie and stuff like that. That is out here in this industry now. Because like I said, had I still been on the bench, like I could only imagine how many lives would be left unimpacted by my strategy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just getting that input and that feedback back from people lets me know that, you know, hey, my system, first of all, is duplicatable, right? Because they're seeing success with it. And these people haven't been trading no more than a few months. Like for instance, I got there's a lady. Shout out to Christina. She started training, probably about 6-7 months ago. And she's doing great with it right now. You know what I'm saying? She just finally went live probably about a month and a half ago. She does very well with it. Another guy named what's his name? Israel, I believe. He just hit me up today talking about, you know, he was finally finding some success trading and stuff like that. Like I've got reviews on Google, YouTube, all kind of stuff, bro. Like it's crazy. And you know, like I turned like a lot of people onto this industry and I created a whole little wave back then, like back in the day, bro. Like some of the biggest people that, you know, that you all that we follow here on Facebook to this day, you know, I'm not gonna say I taught them everything. I'm not gonna say that, you know, that's what they started in W3A though, but you know, they were in W3A, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, shout out to them boys doing their thing, bro. Like I love them to death, bro. Like they're eating, like they literally went from nothing to driving the Lamborghinis to living in the penthouses to you know, to making the millions and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to the Fit Boys, bro. Like we all know them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because
bro, Jay Pele, bro.
Jay Pell, everybody, bro. Shout out to Q Banks. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, Q
Banks,
like, shout out, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like real talk, man. Like yo. And you know, like I said, like I'm not trying to take credit for anybody or anything like that, saying like I birthed or anything like that. I'm just giving these boys props, you know what I'm saying? Because they were in W3A. I've seen where they started or where they were at that time and where they are now. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to them, bro. Like they're inspiration pretty much. They're where I should be. Put it like that. But like I said, you know, everybody has their own journey. That's not to say I'm not gonna be there. I'm not there yet. So
that man, and that's real, bro. Cause like I be saying that in you know what I'm saying? I be saying that same thing, bro. It's like, dang, bro, I be seeing folks and I'm wondering why I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? But like I was talking to Charles Lyle in my other interview, man, you know, all popcorn don't pop at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But in the same package, same microwave, you know what I'm saying? And then some don't pop at all. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, it just depends on your rigor and your will. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no doubt. Like I wasn't really meant to. If I had to,
the money that I have right now, or that if I had their money back then, bro, I wouldn't have. Ain't no way.
Man, bro,
Ain't no
like,
way.
cause I feel the
Straight up.
same way, bro. Like, cause I was even telling my wife now that even when I was married back then, I was like, bro, I don't think that me having the success right now that I do have, I don't think it would have been it would have been good, but
Right.
it wouldn't have been
It probably
the
would have been
right
sustainable.
timing to have that type of success. You know what I'm saying? In that
I
type of
swear, bro.
space. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like cool to where I know that, like, okay, not only am I gonna be stewarded of this money, but my household is gonna be straight, like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So that takes another stress away from just in case maybe you do lose it all. And then what
Right.
you and your spouse gonna do then? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So it's a whole, like you say, emotional thing that you really gotta come to terms with objectively and kill that shit, bro, and just leave it like that and just be like, all
Exactly.
right, cool, I just need to pay a bill now.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. It's so many different routes that you can go with this Forex stuff, though. As far as, I mean, and this is not even talking about money. It's just about even networking. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? The people you meet. It's very interesting to know. You don't even know, man. I've met so many people who trade just whatever, and they just be my neighbors and stuff like that. Just common people, but they be like business owners. And they still, work a 9 to 5, but they still be trading and stuff like that. Like I never really knew it's that many people like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yo, and it's honestly, like I said, it's become more and more popular over the years.
Yep.
Like I said, we were a little bit ahead of the curve before it started to really boom with this COVID stuff.
Man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm and I'm grateful just to be you know what I'm saying, in that number of people that were ahead, bro. Cause I think I went in one webinar about either cryptocurrencies or either the MLM model or something like that, because somebody was
Yeah,
debuting something like that, man. But just to be in that and then have a skill like music as well to just help me like blow off steam or something like that if I ever do, you know what I'm saying, blow accounts and stuff like that, bro. And then that brings in money too, so I can invest that money into more things that'll just make me money, and then more into the market that'll
right,
just triple double it, either, you know, in either 9 minutes or 9 hours. You know what I'm saying? It just
right.
depends. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's so crazy about this market is the
And I'm
volatility
glad
and
you
how much
mentioned that.
money you can make and lose, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because I want to touch on that too before I got off here. Just to keep it practical. So I mean, so starting out, guys, like I said, it doesn't require a lot of capital. 500 to $1,000, but the way we teach it is we teach you how to compound that. So if you don't know anything about compound interest, then you might not have a major credit card or something like that. But those things compound and grow so quickly because of the compound interest that they do. We pretty much teach people how to compound their trades, and so that way, you risk the same amount of pips, but every time you win, you're doing something with your lot size. You're moving it, you're bumping it up bit by bit. You know what I'm saying? So you're compounding it, and you follow a trade plan. So that way, if you do take a loss, it's no big deal. You could have taken it and just continue about your day pretty much. But starting with the 500 to $1,000 account, catching the right moves, doing the right position, you can still make, shoot, honestly, if you're a scalper, if you like to scalp shit, you can still make I would say a couple $100, if not more a day. You know what I'm saying? If
Right.
you if you intraday trade, you can make, I would say, somewhere between 300 to $700, with the right lot size and the right trade. And that's
Right.
just entering, and that's not over leveraging, that's not entering or stacking your trades. That's just, maybe I would say at the most 5 trades or 5 orders open at the same time.
Right.
If you working with closer to the thousand dollar side, shoot. I mean, honestly, once you hit about 3 to 4 thousand bucks, you know what I'm saying? Like there's days that you're gonna hit them, $1,000 days. You might even hit a couple consecutively, you know what I'm saying? Like it's really
Mhm.
like that. So
Yeah.
like I said, it doesn't take a lot. You just have to, if you can grow a 500 or $1,000 account to, 5 to 10 bands, you can grow that 10 band account to a few millions because it's just the same stuff over and over and over. And
Yes,
that's what trips
sir.
people up. That's what trips
Yeah.
people up.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, man. You're right about
Yeah,
that,
man.
bro. Man, hey, bro, before you get out of here, brother, leave everybody your contact information where they can get in touch
Yes.
with you. And remember to send me them links so I can put them in the description, brother.
Oh, definitely, definitely. You can get me on Instagram at Wallis_Feragamo, Feragamo. On Facebook, it's just plain old regular Corey Collier. And then you can reach me on my YouTube at War3 Associates. That's my
Yes,
contact, man.
sir. Yes,
I
sir,
appreciate it.
man. Hey, bro. Hey, man. Dude, I appreciate you, bro. Don't forget to put me in that group too, bro. But I'm gonna definitely be hitting
Hey,
you
no
up,
doubt.
man. For real, bro. I appreciate you, man. Once again, bro, this Crested Wiz, Black Collar King, bro. I appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
y'all listening to the replay. Hit the cash apps up, BLKCLLAR, CLLR45, Venmo. Same thing, just the at instead of the cash tag. PayPal.me, /Michael at the Instagram, Black Collar King, all spelled out. Michael at the right there on the Zoom. That's my Facebook. Hey man, I appreciate y'all. We're gonna have more. I'm gonna
I
have
appreciate
DC
you.
on here. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna have DC on here, and I'm gonna have some more
And I'm ready to come
behind the
back already.
artist interviews coming up too, bro. What'd you say, brother?
So I'm ready for
Part two already.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. Yeah, we definitely gonna get it in, man. Because on the
Yeah.
next one, I definitely want to talk to you about like transparency and why what I'm saying it's important to post the wins and losses
and the losses.
when what I'm saying doing stuff when you're promoting it online. You know what I'm saying? Because some folks don't.
Oh,
And I remember early on they didn't. They really only posted
They
the wins,
didn't, man.
and that's where the
They
finesse
were
really
giving,
came in. You know what I'm saying?
They be giving you that false image of the industry that it's just always gonna win, man. And it ain't really like that, bro.
Bro,
It's not
yeah.
like that.
So we definitely
For
gonna
real.
get that in, brother. Like I said, I appreciate you again, bro. Be safe out on them streets, man. This Black Collar
Yes, sir.
King, Crested Wiz, we out.
We out.